Hey, this is what we are working with today. The crazy disaster of a garage. We have been meaning to be able to park a car in here. At least that was what we talked about when we bought this house. And as you can see, we are here 4 years later and it's a disaster. Okay, are you gonna play badminton?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you've been procrastinating on something like I have, get up and join me, get moving, play some fun music. I think I'm gonna turn on Ed Sheeran and then we're gonna tackle this mess. My husband Scott is taking a quick break. He will probably join me. I think I will need him to join me, and as long as we have daylight, I think I want to get as much done as I can today. But there might have to be a part 2 to this video. But Ashton is my little buddy. He's gonna hang out with me today. You wanna say hi?
Yeah.
So he's gonna help me, or he's gonna whack me in the head. Please put that down, thank you. And we're gonna see what we can get done. And yeah, let's get on it. What do you want?
I want the pool.
You want the pool?
Yeah.
It's 40 degrees outside. It's too cold for a pool.
I need a pool.
You need a pool. Well, let's wait a few more months till it's warm enough, okay?
Yeah.
Say, okay, Mom.
Okay, Mom.
Say, geez. Welcome back to At Home with Amy Jean, or if you're new here, then welcome. I'm so glad that you've stopped by my channel. I am Amy Jean. I'm a stay-at-home homeschooling mama of 3 kids, ages 3, 5, and 7. We live in the great Pacific Northwest where we have a lot of gray days, but when the sun does come out, it is absolutely stunning. Right now we're coming into what we call our false spring. The sun is starting to appear more often and the daffodils are starting to grow, though spring really isn't here for a couple more months.
What's that?
That's an airplane.
What?
That's an airplane. It's leaving a trail.
What?
Why what?
Why
Want to see the airplane?
Why did it on fire?
Let's see, where is it? Oh, it's way back behind me. Do you see the airplane, Ashton?
How are they doing that?
I feel like the best first step in organizing anything is decluttering. Getting rid of anything you're not using, it's just in your way. I'm starting this garage clean out by taking a bunch out and grabbing obvious donations and trash and getting things out of the garage before organizing some things and getting them nicely put away. I have taken the Clutter Bug quiz by Cass from Clutterbug, and I fall into what she calls the ladybug category, where I like things to look clean, but there's usually a mess behind closed doors. I'm learning that things need to be as easy to put away as they are to leave out, or at least almost as easy. My journey these last few years to become more minimal or to live more simply has helped that the closets aren't as full of junk and cabinets aren't overstuffed, but this garage, my goodness, has become a dumping ground of sorts. We just toss things in here as we're going on with our days and forget about it because it's behind a closed door until it's not. Then it's open for all the world, or at least, well, I guess now all the world now that I'm recording on YouTube, but at least for all the neighborhood to see as the kids have their bikes in and out of there. So I'm finally getting around to getting it cleaned up. you coloring?
I'm coloring in a monster.
Behind the treadmill there is the door to our laundry room, which is the entrance into the house. And I don't know if anybody else does this, but this seems to be my toss the recycling into the garage vantage point. So I did have to clean up a good amount of just recycling and things that needed to make its way out to the recycling bin and the garbage bin, just from things that I didn't take the time to take out in the rain. This also has been a place where I have stored things that I have decluttered from other projects to where they have just landed here rather than in the car to be taken to the donation center. So now that is just exactly what I need to do. Get it right into the car to get going away from my home. We don't even store Christmas decorations in our garage at all, except for now maybe the Christmas tree because it is electrical and we want to keep it safe from all of the elements, but we keep most of our Christmas decorations in the shed, and so you can tell we didn't even actually put up outdoor lights this year, and yet here I have a couple of bins full of them and then stuff that's just been on the ground since last year. So it's finally time to get around to getting this cleared out and put away. I can't believe these even worked after how long they've been stepped on and shuffled around the garage. I'm thankful that they do work because we would like to do them. We would like to use them next year. Untangling lights. You can see I actually put these lights in plastic bags in their individual strands, and I think that helps keep them from getting tangled with other strings. So I guess we'll see next year if it's easy to untangle them. And oh my goodness, there is a spider in this extension cord and it totally freaked me out. I think it was a false black widow, it wasn't a black widow, but it looks a lot like one. And it totally spooked me, so I want to keep Ashton away from it. This vacuum has become my friend in this garage. It sucked up all of the cobwebs and even some spiders that I did not want to come near me. So hopefully they died in the suction. But this rug actually was very satisfying to clean because a lot of it was just sawdust and some other debris, but it came up really pretty easily and quickly, and I loved this vacuum out here. I wish my indoor vacuum was quite as satisfying, but my indoor house doesn't quite get this bad, so I suppose I should be thankful for that. Scotty came out to help me. Really, I just wanted him to clean up his workstation and help me get the Christmas tree up on the shelf. When I finish all that I can do in this video, he's still going to need to do a bit with all of his tools and all of the stuff on basically his side of the garage. My husband Scott is a structural engineer, so he has the brains to build things. I'm very thankful for that because I don't. Geometry and all sorts of math like that is just, I don't have it in me to figure it all out and have it work in my brain and then be able to put it on paper and then be able to actually do something with it. But he does, and so it's kind of a fun hobby for him that he has all of these tools to do some woodworking projects. As the weather gets better, I will probably be showing you more things outside. One of his first COVID projects was a table for outside on the deck, and it is just beautiful. I love that I can tell him or show him a pin on Pinterest or a picture of something in a magazine and ask him to build it, and it happens within a couple of weeks usually, so it's pretty awesome to have a husband that is handy in that way. We got this Christmas tree this year, so this was our first time getting it stored away. And as you can see, we had to figure it out as we went along. At this point, it's getting close to dinner time and it's dark outside and it's just getting colder and the dew is starting to accumulate, so I needed to get some things back in the garage until the next time that I could work on it. Welcome back to day 2. This is turning into a multi-day task, which is fine. You know, some projects are bigger than others. We did have to move a bunch of stuff back into the garage because it was taking too long and it was getting dark, and also with the darkness came the dampness. So a lot of our donations had to come back in the garage since I have not yet been able to take them to a donation center. Our recycling trip to go to our local recycling center as well. So we do have a bunch of stuff in the garage again that I'm going to pull out so I can do a little bit more cleaning and organizing and getting some stuff out of there, and getting it in my van so I can take it away from my home. But I'm happy to report that it is looking, hey mister, hi, pretty good. My husband's workstation is definitely a lot better. And then that's the door to the laundry room. You can actually get to it from the front. I just knocked over a scooter. But some things are still leaving, but there's floor. Can you believe that? And my kids are melting down. So motherhood is never done. One thing that I did want to get done today is to transport some things from cardboard boxes into this plastic Sterilite bin. It's pretty good size. So I have a bunch of donations that I'm hanging on to for Prevention Time. They're a nonprofit that takes textiles to African women who can make things from them. So old sheets and blankets and stuff like that, they transform them into some different things that can help support them, that they can sell and support their families. So they have not been able to take donations because of the pandemic. So I've just been hanging on to a lot of them. And in my last shot of filming this video, one of the things that I did was unpack some of the cardboard boxes because they got wet. Our garage got a little bit of flooding here in this front corner. And so I had some of those cardboard boxes with blankets and sheets and towels and things that I'm donating to them on the ground. And so they did get wet. So I did unpack a few of them and get them washed and ready to be put back. But today I want to put them in something that's going to keep them a little bit safer. So that's on the docket for today. So let's get on it. Well, I thought this bin would be big enough, but I still have a significant amount of donations that don't fit in it. So I might pull another one of these bins that's smaller from my son's closet, which I just have extra ones in there, and try to get some more things a little bit safer from the elements. But for now, one is better than none. So off we go. Okay, so here's what we're looking at. We've got those two bins, our donations for Prevention Time, and that big one. So when their donations open again, I'm gonna have so much space on this shelf. We need to go through our paints and polyurethane and all of our stains and stuff and make sure my husband wants to keep all of that. We have some roof tiles, some extra roof tiles in case one of ours breaks, which we've had happen before, and our roof guy was very kind and shared a few extras with us. We have some more stuff up there. I need to figure out what it is. We've got some extra one-wheel stuff for my husband's ride, our snow gear. I did have it out, but the snow stopped. So if it snows again this winter, it's easy to access. There's a football in there, but that white basket on the left is for, like, it's the car headrest, so we don't use with the booster seats and the car seats in the car. Got some gardening stuff in the other one, and a bucket, some outdoor chairs for the kids. There's outdoor toys in that first one there, like frisbees, balls, stuff like that. That one is helmets, and then water toys for when we have the inflatable pool set up in the summer. And I think that basket down below, maybe the football can go in there. I think it's just miscellaneous stuff. I need to figure out what to do with this. That's an inflatable mattress. I think it might be 2 mattresses from the kids when we go camping, the twin mattresses. We've got some sports gear down in the bottom of those 2 ones. We have an extra car seat in case one of the kids goes in my sister-in-law's car, or if we give a ride to a couple friends. They have a son that's still in that size, so we can throw that in the van, my coat, because it was freezing. And that's about it in here. So hi, a lot of work still to do, but the floor is clear. There's a walkway from outside to the front door, or not the front door, the garage door at least. So I've gotten rid of cardboard, and yeah, it's looking pretty good in here. We still have a bunch of, well, there's a lot of the donation stuff still out over here that I need to figure out when I can actually get rid of it. But yeah, I think for how much work that we have done out here, it's looking pretty good. So probably one more solid day and then a trip to the dump and recycling center and donation center, and I think we'll call it a day. We could probably get my husband's quad in here. But this pile of wood, scrap wood, he makes a lot of random things for me. You've seen it in the kids' bathroom where they have their toothbrushes and the hand towel and whatnot. So I asked him to build that. I drew it on paper and he built it. And there's towel hooks too next to the shower. So it's kind of nice to have all this scrap wood, but it does take up a lot of space. So maybe I'll try to see what I can store vertically to free up this floor space. And then, yeah, that should be a good thing. Oh my goodness, you see them? They're having too much fun. I love it. But it's about dinner time. 5:17 and I haven't started dinner, so on to the next thing. Hopefully you're having a great day. Okay, this is day 3, possibly 4. So, and it's also about 2 weeks from when I started this project. So we are looking pretty good. You can see the floor. You can ride your scooter into the garage. Got my little one, Ashton, is hanging out with us today. So yeah, I think the biggest project for today that I want to get done, if not everything, is to go through this pile of wood. There are pieces that are small enough that I think we can burn. So I'll put a pile together for that, and then pick up most of it actually and prop it up, like stand it up so that it's not taking up floor space in the middle of the garage. And then I think we'll put my husband's tools, maybe. I'm not sure what I'll do with them. I'll have to figure it out as I go along. But right now, I just kind of want to get the floor a little more cleaned up. So the vacuum is still out from the last time I used it. And we do park the kids' bikes in front of their outdoor toys over here. So I just took those out just now so we'd have a little bit more space to work with. But I think we're making some pretty good progress. My trunk is full of stuff to go to the Goodwill. I have a bike to bring to, I think there's a church near us that allows kids to come and work on bikes and help fix them up. And then if they have worked on a bike, they get to take it home for free. So kind of a cool project there to bring bikes to kids in that area. So I have at least one bike that's going there, and then a tricycle and a balance bike and things like that we're not using anymore, that have just been hanging out in my garage. So yeah, let's get on it. I am really nervous right now. I'm kind of afraid of spiders. I'm not afraid of spiders, but I'm afraid one's gonna surprise me. So a lot of this is scrap wood from when we built our deck a couple of years ago. Right when COVID started was when we decided to build a deck for us to have people over and have fun, but COVID lasted a little bit longer than we expected it to. But anyways, if I see a spider, I'm probably gonna freak out.
Yeah! Here he is. Die!
Can I see?
I smushed it.
Oh, I see it.
Come here.
Let me see it on my hand.
No, I smushed him. He's dead.
I see it right there.
Right there, I smushed him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice try, Amy. You're not that cool. So this is what I have so far, and I think it is a pretty good solution for now. Then my husband, when he has the time, he can figure it out. And now these 16 footers are too tall to put vertically. So maybe I will lay them right in front of the shelves, or maybe I'll try to figure out getting them behind those old church doors.
These 16-foot boards were actually what started our deck remodel. We had a small deck on the back of our house and we thought, oh, we'll just put posts up in the corners and hang up some fun outdoor lights. And when the boards were pulled up to install those, that's when we realized if we're gonna do this, we might as well extend the deck out another 15 feet. So it actually, we more than doubled our deck size, and it has been an awesome change to our outdoor living. And yeah, this slab of, what is it, a paver, concrete paver, is actually for a side table, an outdoor side table I want him to build for me. Scott built one for his sister, and I loved it, and so I said, I want one too. And that was early last summer, maybe even summer 2020. I can't remember when he actually built it for her. But we've had it in here for a couple of years now. So maybe this summer I'll get one.
Look at that clear floor. Oh, you can see where the water came into, at least up to here, which is crazy. I think having all the wood stacked up over here, the pieces that did get wet, there were a few pieces that got wet. I couldn't tell you which they were right now, but hopefully having some airflow to them will help them to dry off a bit. So yeah, man, and you can still access the bottom shelves pretty easy. But I have not seen this part of my garage in at least 3 years. Yeah, we're getting it done. Now I'm just gonna figure out what to do with these tools. And yeah, that'll be interesting. But I think we're getting pretty good. Moving all that wood probably took maybe 15-20 minutes, but I have put it off for a few years. So I think having it organized by like size will make it easier for my husband to know what we have, and then be able to actually use it for little projects here and there. So we're getting it done. Well, I have been known to forget to push record for big moments in my life, including telling my husband that I was pregnant. At least 2 out of the 3 times I did not record it when I had my phone in my hand thinking I was recording. So I did it again. This is a monumental moment in my life, but I've been cleaning up the top shelves, and I got the can jam game up there because that takes a lot of space. I cleaned up a little bit over here, and anyways, I did some stuff and I didn't record it thinking that I was. So it happens, but I thought once I realized it, I thought I should at least get started recording to share with you the progress. But I think I'm about to call it quits. I've got the tools back in the garage, but it's like a ton of open space now. So I'm really happy with the progress that I made, and I'm almost done. Almost done. Thanks for coming along with me on this journey. I'm really happy with the progress that we made. It's far from perfect. I still want to do some things like put some hooks on that back wall and get some more stuff off the ground, but I think we did a good job. I need Scott's help, or I think Scott needs to address his side of the garage with all of his tools and get that cleaned up, and I don't mind helping him clean. Like I tried to vacuum underneath some of the tools and stuff, but I don't want to mess with it and risk breaking anything. So, but I think I might even have enough space to park the van in here. So I think I'm going to try that. Everything that we have in here is stuff that we use. And then except for, I think that red bike that is the one that I'm going to donate to that church. So I'm pretty happy with it. And Ashton is loving riding his scooter all the way into the garage. So, yeah, this is amazing. I might actually use my treadmill now. I mean, I said we use everything, but we haven't had room for me to open my treadmill to use it. So, yeah, thanks for coming along with me, and I hope that you found this motivating to find a space that you've been procrastinating on, and yeah, good luck. What's up? Chief. Well, we have